welcome to another episode of The Latest to Admire. Today, I am so happy to have a conversation with singer, composer, and producer Piper Rose Mann. Piper has worked on several films and shows, including one of my all-time favorite shows, A Million Little Things. Thank you so much for being on my show. I'm so excited to be talking with you.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's get started. Who do you most admire, and how has that impacted the way you live your life?
I honestly think I can't really pick one, but maybe this is like a sappy answer, but the people I most admire are my parents because they have like made it in this industry that is so hard to kind of make it in, and they're just so talented and they inspire me every day to like do what I do. And they're kind of the reason why I decided to go into music. And yeah, they've given me a lot and I'm really grateful for them and they're amazing.
Sad. Yeah. So do you have a specific songwriting process or any rituals you do before writing a song?
I don't know if I necessarily have any rituals. I'm kind of the kind of composer where like something random will just pop into my head at like the worst possible time. Like I'll be in class and then I'll get an idea. I'm like, "Oh crap, I need to write this down like without like disrupting the class."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very kind of just like out of the blue at the most random moments that like just something will just pop into my brain. And then I just try. I do like a voice memo or something just like as soon as possible so I don't forget it.
Oh, love that. Yeah. Yeah. I love writing lyrics. So I always love hearing other people's like process to writing songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so is there an artist or song that you consider to be the gold standard when it comes to songwriting and storytelling?
Interesting. So for me, like I actually aspire to write better lyrics. Still learning. I'm definitely more, I would say, like I have more skills in the like compositional realm rather than lyrics specifically. But I think for like songwriting specifically, like obviously like Taylor Swift has some amazing lyrics. I also really think Billie Eilish has some amazing lyrics. Um, One of the best, Billy Joel, The Beatles, like just classics. They're amazing, and I aspire to kind of hopefully one day be able to write lyrics as good as they do.
I love that. Yeah, Billy Joel is one of my all-time favorites.
But I grew up listening to him. That was
Yeah.
like my dad's go-to. Like
Oh,
you're listening to Billy Joel.
I love that. That was my mom's go-to also.
It, he's just the best. He's the best.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, my mom like raised me and my sister on Billy Joel and Bruce Springsteen and just 80s music in general. So,
The 80s.
yeah. Yeah. So is there a song, either of yours or someone else's, that always brings a tear to your eye?
Interesting. Um, Actually, yeah. A song that always makes me cry, no matter how many times I listen to it, is the song Naughty Girl, which my dad did write. And this was from one of his solo albums before he was part of the Rescues band. And this song was written when I was born, and it's about like having a daughter. And the song is kind of like chronological and like the daughter is born and she kind of grows up and then like leaves home and isn't a daughter anymore. And every time I listen to it, just tears, like every
Oh,
time. Because it's so personal.
yeah. I have not heard that song, so I'm gonna
I
look
recommend.
it.
It's a good one.
Just songs that can just make you feel any emotion is just I love.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, for me, it's a lot of Ben Platt's songs.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of my all-time favorites, and just there's so many of his songs that just always make me cry.
Yeah, he's really great. I don't know a lot of his like the music that he's written personally, but one of the ones that I know that he's sung at least was River from that TV show that he
Yeah.
did recently. The Politician.
Yeah.
That his version of that song is so good.
Yeah. It
I
is.
love that
I,
version so much.
yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm obsessed with I love that song and I'm obsessed with his version of it. So
It's so good.
it is. Yeah, anything Ben Platt does, I'm obsessed with. So yeah. So what has been the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
Ooh, interesting. I think the biggest obstacle for me, I kind of have two. One was like figuring out that I even wanted to go into composition, I guess, because my whole life I had like, grown up in a very musical family and I have a lot of musical background. But there was so much of it in so many different avenues that it was kind of like what are you going to choose? Like, what's the thing that you're going to do? And then I was stressed about that, especially with like college admissions, because nowadays when you're applying to college, it's so hard to get in when you like do a lot of different things and you need to be like very specific in order for them to kind of like imagine you in their student body and be able to like place you. And it's crazy just and like every year it gets even more and more competitive as more people are applying to, all these crazy schools. And so what I realized at a certain point was that like I didn't really need to choose as long as I was happy with what I was doing in music specifically. Because it wasn't a matter of like, oh, am I gonna do music or am I gonna do like science or something? It was like in music, what specifically am I gonna do? And then I was just like, well, why do I have to choose? Why can't I just do all of it? And I used that a little bit in my college apps and it worked, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would say like that was kind of like the I guess career-based challenges. And then the other one that I overcame actually kind of recently was I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes like almost 6 years ago now. And in relation to like music stuff, it definitely put a lot of that on hold for a few years because when you're in middle school and you're like just thrown into this like disease that is like thrown at you out of nowhere and it just like turns your whole life around. And so it took me like 3 to 4 years to really get a handle on it because it's something that I'm always going to be living with the rest of my life. And it took a minute to kind of like readjust how to go about life with other people who are going to be, eating sugary foods all the time without a care in the world, and then just having to be really conscious of all of that and like being more aware of all of those things while still trying to live like have fun, eat the things that I want to eat and things like that. So definitely, I would say that that actually influences some of the stuff that I write too, just because of that experience and always being like living with it and like trying to understand the struggles generally of people with disabilities because it spans so much more than just like one autoimmune disease. It's like a huge spectrum. And so I like to think that it sort of helps with writing emotional music specifically and like drawing from that part of myself, like experiencing something difficult and being able to kind of like be creative with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, are you doing okay now?
Yes, I have a handle on it now.
Good. Yeah.
All good.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah.
Like there's always gonna be like ups and downs and days where like you're like, oh, I didn't do a good job with blood sugar today. But in general, like you kind of have to learn how to get a handle on it. And then once you do, you're like, okay, we got this.
So if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
A warning label?
Yes.
Like on my music?
Just for you in general.
Oh, interesting. A warning label. Um, hmm. Maybe like I feel like I kind of have like two personalities. I can either like ramble a lot and just like keep talking, or I'm like silent and I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe my warning sign would be like you don't know if you're gonna get like talkative Piper or like silent Piper. It's 50-50.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Um, so I am pop culture obsessed and I go in stages if you can't tell, by my wall. Um, and I go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
Yes, actually, I just finally got caught up with the Great British Baking Show. It's so good.
Yeah.
Such a
I
good show. I'm really excited for the next season. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a really fun show.
good.
Yeah. I just recently watched the show Mid-Century Modern.
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's good.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I am obsessed with that show. So
Good to know.
yeah. So I highly recommend that.
Put on my list.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think if you
I
watch
will.
it. Yeah. So what small things bring you joy on a daily basis?
Ooh, definitely working out brings me joy. I definitely used to be that person that was like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to work out. But then there's kind of like this like a threshold you have to reach. Because I was like, I had this is like kind of a weird story, but I a few years ago tore my meniscus in my knee. And after that, I was like, well, if I do physical therapy and then I don't start like working out, then the pain's gonna come back. And so that was kind of like my incentive to like start working out again. And so the first like month of working out sucks after you like haven't done it for a long time. But then there's like this point where you reach and it like switches and it almost becomes like a drug where like you need to do it. And so now I've like learned to enjoy it. And if I don't do it, I feel sad. And so like I love it now and I just like go 2-3 times a week to the gym and I just run. I'm like starting to get back into lifting heavy weights, but mainly running as of now. And I've just learned to really enjoy it. It's really fun. It's like a nice time to like calm my mind.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, I had one of these like in the back of my brain and then I forgot what it was. It, maybe like nails on a chalkboard. I hate that. That's horrible. I also, for whatever reason, I have an issue when people like click their tongue. I'm not sure why, but it's like a weird sound to me.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the one that I had in the back of my mind before. When people put their fingers on my like computer screen. I
Yeah.
don't know why I have an issue with that. Because, like, if it's an iPad, then you're supposed to touch it. But, like, a laptop, I mean, where, like, you don't touch the screen. I have an issue for whatever reason when people are, like, pointing at a computer and then they just touch the screen, even though, like, touching it doesn't do anything.
Mm.
I don't know. Very weird.
Um, so what personality trait has gotten you in the most trouble?
Oh, probably curiosity. I hate being out of the loop. And a lot of the times that means like asking people things and then they'll be like, you're not supposed to know about this or something. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm a very curious person. I like to be in the know.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any irrational fears?
Cockroaches.
Yeah. I
Really disgusting. I can't handle them.
yeah. I don't blame you. I don't like cockroaches either.
They're so gross. Literally, ne next year I'm living with two roommates in an apartment, and I will literally tell them, like, I will get spiders, I will get bugs, I will get anything except for cockroaches.
Yeah,
They're
I won't even get like spiders or any sort of bug.
they're
I
freaky, but like if I had to like if we had to like make a compromise, I would be okay getting everything as long as it's not a cockroach.
yeah. Understandable. Yeah. So, what do you wish people better understood about you?
Um, I guess I wish that people understood that I care more than people think. Because at least, especially in college, like college is a very social environment. And I feel like I have to spend a lot of time alone in my room with my headphones on because a lot of my work consists of like being alone with my headphones on, like in my brain. And it's not like busy work. It's like I have to like write specific notes and be really, really thoughtful about it. So I like need to be alone in order to do that. And I feel like that makes it so that other people may sometimes feel like I am not trying to like spend as much time with them as they want me to. And it's hard to find that like work-life balance of like I need to be alone to do this and then also being like I actually do care about like other people and doing social things and it's just about finding the balance. It can be hard.
Yeah. What show or movie do you find yourself quoting all the time?
Loading. Oof. Maybe like Legally Blonde or something. I love Legally Blonde.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that movie too.
It's such a classic.
Yeah, it is.
Excited for the TV show.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah. So what is your go-to comfort show or movie when you just want to tune out the world and escape?
I have a really good answer for you. Every single Spider-Man movie, all nine of them.
Oh, yeah.
Every year. I have like two like personal rituals that I do like once a year. Every single year, I binge watch every single Spider-Man movie and every single Harry Potter movie. I don't know why. I just do it anyway, and I've been doing it for years. And it's really fun. They're great movies.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm like the biggest fan of Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. Really, really good.
Oh, I love that. So I love inspiring and motivational quotes. And this week, my favorite quotation is by Young Pueblo. And it's if you are wondering who your people are, they are the ones who make your heart feel seen and your nervous system feel calm. Yes, it's that simple. Is there a quotation that has inspired you lately?
Actually, yeah, there was this one quote that I found in like elementary school. And it's like a very like basic childish quote. And I forget why I needed to find it. It was like some kind of assignment in like third grade where we needed to find a quote and like use it for some reason. I don't remember exactly what it was for. But for whatever reason, I still have it memorized and I've had it memorized since then. And it's always stuck with me. Let's see if I can remember it. It's be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside.
I love that.
I think it's a very like nice motto to live by.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
basic, short and sweet, but it has like good values in it.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I love that quote. Um, well, that was my final question for you. I just had so much fun talking with you, so thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate your taking the time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you too. I had a really nice time talking to you.
I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you. And that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.